Your personality isn't actually yours. And the strange part is, you've been living with it your whole life without ever questioning it. Right now, you think you know who you are, but that version of you was slowly built without you noticing. Think about this. You don't act the same everywhere. With friends, you're different. With family, you change again. And around strangers, you become someone else entirely. So which one is real? Or is none of them completely you? Because at some point, you learned something important. Being yourself wasn't always safe. You learned to read the room before you spoke. You learned to smile when you weren't happy. You learned to hide the parts of you that didn't fit. And you did it so well that eventually you started believing the mask was your actual face. But there are moments, quiet ones, where the mask slips, where you feel a heavy, hollow weight in your chest. And those moments, they didn't disappear, they stacked. And over time, they became how you act, how you think, how you respond. And now, it feels natural. But here's the truth. Just because it feels like you, doesn't mean it started with you. So ask yourself this: if no one was around to judge you, no expectations, no reactions, no pressure, who would you be? And would you even recognize that version? Because most people aren't living as themselves. They're living as the version that worked, the version that was accepted. So don't try to change everything. Just start noticing when you're being real and when you're adjusting. Because the moment you notice it, you create distance between you and the version you learn to be. A choice. Your personality wasn't created in one moment. It was built over time. And in that space, you finally get something you didn't have before. A choice. And from now on, you get to decide. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Because for the first time, the version of you is actually yours. Listen to the silence. Beneath the noise of what people want from you, there is a pulse. A rhythm that doesn't belong to the world. We spend years carrying the weight of a version of us that was designed to survive, but never designed to live. The hardest part isn't finding out who you are. It's unlearning everything you were told you had to be. Take that first breath. Not as a reflection, not as an echo, but as the source. You'll feel the resistance. That old version of you, it's a living thing. It doesn't want to die, because it's the only way it knows how to keep you safe. But safety is a slow death. Comfort is just a cage with softer bars. To find the real you, you have to burn the script everyone else wrote for you. And in that fire, something else survives. Something that wasn't taught. Something that wasn't given. The part of you that was there before the world told you who to be. Now, walk. Not toward a destination, but away from the imitation. Every step you take is a territory you've reclaimed. The world will keep trying to sell you back the gray version, the easy fit, the quiet lie. It will scream that the real you is too much, too loud, too dangerous. Let them scream. Their noise is just a tribute to your fire. Their fear is just a prayer to your freedom, because you finally answered the only question that matters. This version of you isn't a mask. It isn't a strategy. It isn't a role. It is the original blueprint. This is not a new beginning. It is the only ending. Now, don't just watch. Live.